This is a video on how to use the more focused practice if you want to try more problems than the exam contains, or to get hints or help with the problems that are on the exam. So first off, go down to the bottom and you'll find the links to the different areas. The pre-algebra focus practice is the only one that's up right now, and you'll notice right next to it there's an ID and a key. So this is the course ID and enrollment key that you'll need to log into WOMAP. If you've already enrolled, you should just be able to put those in and get right into the class. If you have a username already, you can just enroll in a new class using that course ID and enrollment key. So if there's other ones that you need to enroll in, hopefully in the near future we'll also have the course ID and enrollment keys for those as well. Once you've done that once, you shouldn't have to enter the enrollment key or the ID again, and you can just go to the focus practice and this pre-algebra practice shortcut. So once you've done it once, you don't need those enrollment keys again. Alright, so I'm just going to click on this link right here. That'll take you to the login page. Go ahead and log in with your account that you should have created. And so this will be Joe Schmo again. And go ahead and log in. If you haven't gotten a login name or password, go ahead and register as a new student. You should have seen those directions in another video. But once you have that, go ahead and log in. And this is the focus practice website. So a little bit about the website right here. So if you want to click this, the video should also be contained here in case you want to check back with it without going to have to go back to the main web page. Also, this arithmetic and number sense will be the first one. Here's a short assessment, about 10 questions, so none of these are as long as the actual exam. They're all anywhere from 8 to 12 questions. And it'll just be over basic arithmetic. All computations in this are assumed to be done by hand, since you are not allowed to use a calculator on the actual placement test. So hopefully you're practicing doing this by hand just like you would on an actual placement test. Any arrow that you click, will bring down a menu of different tests that you can take. So under sign numbers and order of operations, we have order of operations with whole numbers, using negative numbers, and order of operations with negatives. So take those, any of those that you would want to do. I'll go ahead and click on this order of operations with negatives. And it takes you to a short assessment here. So this one has only about 6 questions. Some are shorter, some are longer. Evaluate the following expression. And so you want to try to multiply and subtract in the correct order, using negatives in the correct way as well. So if you just don't know what to do with this at all, you can click Show Hint, and it'll show the hint. So when adding and subtracting negative numbers, subtract with opposite signs, and so on and so forth. So you can read through that. Also the PEMDAS rules if you're doing order of operations. So there's a little hint right there. If the hint doesn't make any sense, then you can go ahead and come to these other help menus. So read will pull up a web page that you can read. Watch will pull up a video that you can watch in another web page, and watch below will also pull up a video with a similar type of problem that you can watch. So that'll play right there in the same screen. If you want to click the watch below button again, it'll hide it again. If you click read, that'll open up a different web page, and you can read about it right there. So that will have several other examples that you can read through, usually more than one. Also, if you want to click watch, it's the same video that gets embedded below, but it just pulls up a new web page. So if you want to watch it on a completely different web page, it'll take you to another website and you can watch it there. Some of them are YouTube, some of them are other things like Khan Academy, but all of those will be different places for videos. If you find some that don't work, please let me know and I will correct those. You can just either make a comment on that main refresher page, and I'll be able to get it right there. There's also this show answer button. So if you click show answer, it will tell you the answer as well. So this is not designed for you to just go through and click the answers. That's not really helping. But if you just want to check if your answer is correct or not, you can click that button. You can also, if you were trying it for real, just type in 34, hit submit. Okay, it's wrong. So what do I want to do? Reattempt the question, try another similar question, or finalize assessment. This will just finalize the whole thing. And so if you're wanting to do it again, you don't really want to do that. So just go reattempt the last question. If you type in the correct answer there, 44, and hit submit, and that should come up with a green box. So there's the green box right there. And again, it asks you if you want to reattempt it, try a similar question, or finalize. You don't really need to reattempt if you got it right. If you do want to try a similar one, you can try a similar one. So if you click on that, there's another question that's similar, gives you some more practice. Hints and help are still the same, so those buttons haven't changed, just the problem numbers are different. If you want to skip around, you can also skip around. So if you want to go to question 4, question 6, you can skip around between those. Once you have answered a question correctly, so we'll put in -30 for this one. Also notice that the box over here changes, so it changes to white. So once you've answered a problem correctly, it will change to white. If you want to go and pick a different question, you just click on that question. So back to question 1, you can go ahead and try to answer that. So if you hit maybe 45, this is not going to be correct. Hit submit. Notice right there, there's a green and white. So that tells you that your last attempt was not correct, but you still have more attempts to try. So there's unlimited attempts on these. You can answer them as many times as you want. Our score in the grade book is still 10 out of 10 because we did answer it correct once. So once you've answered it correct, it counts as correct all the time. But the score on the last attempt, 0 out of 10. So that's the one that you're looking for right there. If you want to reattempt, you can reattempt again. You can also try a similar question. All right. If you want to print anything out, you can also print it out. Go to the print version right there, and you should be able to print it out if you want to work on it at some other point. If you want just an entirely new view of some assessment, so say you've answered all these and you got them right, and you just want a new question for all 6 questions, go ahead and come over here and hit create new version. So create new version will create a new question for all of them. So rather than just one at a time, you can hit create new version, and that'll give you your score on all the questions at once. And anytime that you want to go through these and answer as many as possible, so let's go ahead and answer some of these. I'm going to get some right and some wrong. So we'll go ahead and do 58 on this one, and this one we'll just enter 3. This one we'll enter, we'll go ahead and get this one correct. So 7, and I'm going to hit submit. Alright, so that one was correct. I forgot to hit submit on these. So this one I'm putting in 3. Alright, so that one was wrong. I'm going to go to question 1 anyway, and this one I think was set 58. Alright, so submit. If you want to click here to finalize, you can click here to finalize. It will give you a breakdown. Okay, question 1 was correct, question 2 was not, question 3 was, all in the same page. So total 20 out of 60, 33%. It also gives you some options down here. You can reattempt the test on questions that can be improved on all questions, or try similar problems for all questions that weren't perfect. Try similar problems for all questions where they're allowed, and they're always allowed on this page. So if you just want to redo the ones you missed, okay, try the ones with less than perfect scores, similar questions, or reattempt on questions that can be improved. If you want to just redo the whole thing and try it again, you can just try similar problems where allowed, or create new version will also do that. So create new version, okay, gives you a brand new test. So you can always try a new one anytime that you come back. Alright, once you're done with that one, say you finish with this one and you're done, and you want to try a different one, well, all you have to do is go back to the pre-algebra focus practice again. So click on this bar up here. This home link and this pre-algebra focus practice link will navigate for you, and pick a different assessment. So perhaps we want to try something in the decimals and percents, maybe basic operations with decimals. So click that one. Okay, this one has 10 questions. Okay, you can go ahead and answer the same as before. Anytime you want to get back, once again, just click that pre-algebra focus practice up at the top, and that will take you back. When you're done, you can log out. If you need any help or anything, you can always click the help using WAMAP right there. Most of the answers for these are going to follow the same as the exam. Okay, so if you click inside, there's this enter your answer as a whole or decimal number right there, and that'll give you a description of what type of answer it's looking for. So anytime that you're looking at these, just make sure that you click in the box if you want to find out what sort of answer that they're looking for. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you need any other questions answered, you can leave me a comment on that main practice site. Hopefully this helps, and good luck studying.